सो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आज हमारे साथ हैं हिमांशु रंजन सर, जो कि सिलिकॉन से लेकर अमेजोन तक अपना जर्नी को शॉर्टली कम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के जरिए से एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि कम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग का रोल क्या प्ले किया, उनको स्टार्टिंग में कैसा लगा और धीरे धीरे एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप उन्होंने कैसे ग्रो किया, तो सारा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे। सो हेलो सर, वेलकम टू दिस प्रोग्राम।
Thank you for inviting me.
सो कैन यू प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ?
So yeah, I am Himanshu and I passed out from Silicon this year only, and currently I am in Amazon. So I have been working there for last 8 months. First 6 months were internship, and now 2 months back I joined there as a full-time employee. So yeah, that's me basically.
ओके, तो अभी जैसा आज का सेशन हमारा कम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग से रिलेटेड है, तो आप थोड़ा सा अपना जर्नी बताइए कि कम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के बारे
Mhm.
में आपको कैसे, कहाँ से पता चला और आपने शुरू कैसे किया, मतलब फर्स्ट स्टेप आपका कैसे था और कहाँ था?
Yeah, so basically, first you need to understand the difference between writing program and coding. Writing program is just writing the constructs of statement in any programming language, but you cannot call that program a code until and unless it has some criteria, right? So, like we as a student often make mistake. Like I'll start from the basics. We
यस सर।
often make mistakes. Like whenever we initialize the variable, what name do we give? Int a or int x? That very statement that we write is a mistake in itself. You need to understand that in the industry that you are going to work, the code that you are going to use would not be written by you, or the code, even if you're going to write, will be used by many others, right? So you need to first have some definite set of variable names to start with, and also
ओके।
the code that we write should be modular enough. You know the modularity, like it will be easy to debug. It will be divided into functions. The workflow, the logic should be right. So let me give you example. If someone just tells you that write a program which will print a statement 10 number of times, so you won't just write printf or system.out.println 10 times. You'll obviously use a loop,
लूप।
right? You'll use a loop. So that's the basic difference between a program and coding. Coding consists of logic, the workflow, the correct modularity, usage of function. Even in the competition, I have seen, like you write the code, even you get all your test cases passed, you write a code inside just the main function.
यस।
It increases the time complexity in it, because if the program is divided into functions, then the program knows that from here I have to go there, and it will be easy on your part to debug it later. And also it increases your readability while you debug. So these are some
यस।
of the things I think you should follow uh, while coding. And my journey as a competitive coder, from start only I had been learning C++, Java, and Python. So basically I am from ICSC, and I started coding. The first programming language which wasn't a programming language in itself was Basic. If you remember, GW
यस।
Basic and Q Basic were the first. So in class 6 I studied those. From there I got to know about the basics of programming language, what programming language is and how does it work, the very basics program, the hello world program. It is the first program every coder writes, right? And then after that I started learning Java from class 8 itself. In the meanwhile I also learned C++, basics of C++, but it was only after class 10th. When I got into class 11th, I chose computer science, and there I had C++. So 2 years I studied C++ there. And once I entered into college, C was the language which was taught to us. And that time I got to know why it is called the mother of language, because you have to write everything, going deeply into the very basics of whatever the programming language has to offer. So after that, learning data structure and many things, pointers and all those things, and how to use that. Then in the third semester I think Java was reintroduced in my life, and I was so fascinated about Java. I can proudly say that I am a good coder in Java. I do all my competitive coding in Java. So I stuck to I won't say I stuck to Java. I chose Java and choose to follow the path of Java only. Python was also a good option, but if you I feel that Python is good for those who already know the basics, but Java is something even you don't know the basics, you can start from the scratch from Java because it has so vast uh, areas to cover, and like everything it will teach you, right from defining a variable to file handling and collections. So I chose Java. I studied Java from the various platforms like Java T Point and Tutorials Point. I practiced it in various platforms like Codesef and all. So that was basically the competitive coding for me. And yeah, one thing, I have a very good. I won't say I won't boast about myself, but yeah, I can retain whatever I read. So whenever I used to
Okay.
read something, first thing is that you practice, and if you write a code, and suppose you write a code for 5 times, so we often think that what went right with this code so that it got passed. We never think that what went wrong with the codes that we didn't choose or that
Hmm.
didn't work. So you need to think what was wrong in that code, and even when a code passes all the test cases, then how did it pass, and can that code be more optimized? Can the time complexity involved in the code reduced? Can the space complexity reduced? So you need to put this thing into picture. And starting from now only, like your aim shouldn't be only competitive coding or to pass the competitive coding, but to write a code which can truly be called a code. Like we write codes, we suppose we are writing I equal to I is a variable, which itself is wrong notion. You shouldn't define a variable a single letter. So you are defining I equal to 5. So we never put spaces between before and after equal to, which is a wrong
Exactly.
practice. Yeah. So you need to have these things in mind while writing a code. So it first of all, it makes the look of the program better, readability increases, and anybody who is going to read or who is going to use your codes will benefit from that. And also you have a practice to write a standard code that the industry demands. So you need to have these things in mind. Yeah,
Okay.
that much.
So your journey is really very inspiring for every means the person who is interested into competitive coding. So just इसके related मेरा next सवाल ये है, कोई भी चीज हम
Mhm,
शुरू करते हैं स्टार्टिंग में तो हमें बहुत
mhm,
डिफिकल्टी लगता है कि यार ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, इसको छोड़ देते हैं। लेकिन आपका भी
mhm.
ऐसा मोमेंट आया होगा कहीं ना कहीं, तो कुछ ऐसा मोमेंट एक्सप्लेन कीजिए कि कैसा लगा कि अगर चलो छोड़ देते हैं, मन किया तो वापस कैसे अपने को खींच के वहां पे रखे, और मेंटरशिप आपको कहाँ से मिला?
पहले फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में जाता हूँ, जैसे कि अ, हम लोग इंजीनियर्स है, राइट? And no matter in what branch we study, 90% of us are going to work on IT industry. It is the fact.
Yes.
So better that you prepare your mind from now only. Like you are going to work in industry which is IT based, and if you are from CS or IT field, then it is something you have no other option. You have to code. So prepare your mind for that. Yes, there may be setbacks. There may be times when you will feel that I don't want to code. There may be times when you will feel frustrated. But look around you. You are not the guy in the campus. There are more people who are more intelligent than you, and there are people who are less intelligent than you. You do not need to you do not need to be the best. You just need to be better than the rest. Yeah. So there's a difference in that. Okay. And whenever you feel that there is something which you do not understand, go for help, ask for help. You should have that pride factor minimized when it comes to coding. Okay, there are guys who know much better than you. There are teachers in Silicon. I think some resources are being the best according to me. Okay, there are many teachers like Jasasvi sir for, I think, data structure, Champati sir. I have studied under them, so I will take their names. So these are some of the teachers you can always go to. And if you want to refer something, my personal favorite was Java T Point. So Java T Point doesn't only lets you follow the tutorial of Java. It has tutorials in every language, and it is for the basics. And if you want to step one level up, there is always Gigs for Gigs, Overflow, and for practice, you have CodeSafe, Hacker, and HackerRank. So you can always go refer there. Uh, I prefer don't go for coaching outside the campus. Rather, give yourself time. Give code 2 hours daily. Go to elab or library or IoT lab. There is a lot of internet and bandwidth available there. Those who tell that we have do not have the Wi-Fi facility, they simply do not want to work hard, I feel. So go to IoT lab and spend some time there. If the code is not making sense, then think why it is not. Right, there is a solution for everything. There are online forums where you can ask the questions and get instant replies. You just need to search the things. Internet is in your hand, buddy.
ओके, सो पूरा प्रैक्टिकल सॉल्यूशन आपने बताया कि अगर कोई चीज नहीं है, ऐसा तो बिल्कुल नहीं होता, हमारे पास मतलब अंदर इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए वो काम को करने का। तो अभी
Yeah.
कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के बारे में ओवरऑल आइडिया मिल गया कि वहां पे हमें कोडिंग करना है और रेगुलरली करना है, ये चीज है। तो अभी मैं नेक्स्ट इससे रिलेटेड सवाल जो पूछना चाहूंगा वो ये है कि कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग हो गया, तो कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग को लेके अमेजोन के साथ आपका कैसे लिंक बैठा, मतलब अमेजोन पे डायरेक्टली प्लेसमेंट, उसका थोड़ा समरी।
um, पहले तो हम ये बताते हैं कि Amazon is not about competitive coding, not at all. So I got two questions in the my first coding round, and those were not tough according to me. Those were basic data structure questions. So data structure is something that you need to learn. So you're not getting to get a palindrome question or a prime number question. You cannot expect that from a company, right? So uh, the basics of data structure, like the arrays and the linked list and the collections and how they work, the different functions. Never write code in a programming language that already provides function for that. Like if you, I will give a simple example. Like you have to reverse a string. You do not go uh, breaking the string into characters and putting that into array and then replacing the last index with the first index, and then you do not go that way. You simply have a reverse method in Java or even in Python, or I'm sure it must there must be a method in C or C++ also. So go for the functions, use them, because if you write a code for which a function already exists, there are two drawbacks that you are going to get. First, you are going to invest time, and second, the code that you are going to write is not will be not less time in time complexity as compared to the code which is already standardized, right? So you need to have that in mind. Use those functions, learn about those functions, that what they do. Like I will because I chose Java. So in Java, string is a very fascinating topic. You can literally play with strings. So you need to remember those codes, the syntaxes. Java is all about syntax and logic,
Yes.
and you need to have that syntax and apply them and see what the result you get, right? So yeah, basically that only.
ओके,
What was the second
तो
question? Yeah,
मीन्स
to
हाउ द
Amazon.
कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग वाज रिलेटेड टू अमेजोन प्लेसमेंट।
Amazon. Yeah. So I got basically two questions in the coding round, and we were provided with, I think, 4 or 5 options of programming language. Ruby was also there actually. It was the
ओके,
first time I got to know that Ruby is a programming language. Now I am like well proficient in that, but at that time I didn't know that Ruby is a language also. So you get C, C++, Python 3, I think. So if you are practicing in Python 2.7, you need to shift to 3 if you are
यस,
targeting for Amazon. And Java was there, Java 8, I think. But Java basically doesn't change over the year much. So it's good if you are practicing any version. So Java was there and Ruby was there. So I chose Java, and the two questions I do not exactly remember them, but one was basically related to strings. So and one was related to I think collections with strings. It was a mix of both of those, and also we got English section and quant section and analysis section. So you need to have that analytical skills also. Like, but with programming is it is such a beautiful concept already that without logic you cannot do anything. So your English needs to be good. If you do not have if you think that you lack in grammar, I would highly recommend that you go to testpod.com and in the Infosys section try the grammar part. If you think that you know too much, then also try the grammar part. Your confidence will automatically come down. Try the grammar part. It is of 40 marks. Score more than 35. If you do, then I will say that okay, you know grammar, right? So that was just a trick, how I tested my grammatical skills. And also uh, there are many students in our college who go for cat coachings, right? So why not use their intelligence? They are so good in quants. So make them sit and learn how, what are the tricks and how you can use them. Because this quantitative analysis is something like which is not going to help you after you get the placement, but to get through the placement you need to learn those things. And now the scene is such that even Infosys has changed its pattern. Now Infosys has introduced pseudo codes, like you know na pseudo codes,
Yes.
algorithm and then pseudo codes. So they have introduced pseudo codes, like you do not have to write the actual programming, you just have to rearrange the pseudo codes. So they have changed that also. So you just need to know the logic. You if you are unable to develop the logic, then you need to practice hard.
Okay.
So Amazon was also basically that only. Interview round, interview was quite tough. Yeah, it was the toughest interview of my life, I think. So it took entire one day. They asked everything. So the subjects that we neglect the most in our eight entire 8 semester haunt us the most. So like system programming, no one remembers that. The Linux commands, no one does. uh, Operating system OS, some guys are there who will remember those, but rest of the us we just read it for passing the exams. But you need to learn those things. And SQL and database management system, this two haunted me the most, because you cannot remember everything in SQL. There are lot many commands. What will you do? But the concepts you need to remember before, brush up, even just have a little brush up before you go for the interview. And your projects matter a lot. So what projects you do, so choose your projects wisely. I did my projects in machine learning. So I did three projects. Two were in machine learning and one was in web technology. So in the machine learning classes that you go for, uh, I didn't uh, learn machine learning from any special platform, but there are many platforms online where you can get yourself certified as a machine learning student, and they are really very good to know the basic concepts. But yeah, whatever the things you do in your project, remember them and get ready to answer in front of the interview that why you choose that method and why that method is beneficial over the other ones that you left, right? So they will ask a lot of questions from the project. Networking is something, computer networks is something they ask a lot of question. Kernel, like it is basic operating system only. So they ask a lot of questions from kernel, and one question and one round for your favorite programming language. They will ask you to choose a programming language and they will ask questions on that. So I chose Java, and the two questions I still remember. I had the first one being they said me to write a function which will take a tree as an input and will return as an output as a true or false value depending on whether the tree is a mirror image of itself or not. So then and there itself you have to choose the logic. The very first question that you might be thinking that how can we define a tree in Java, and you do not have to use collections. So I asked them, can I use collections? They said no, it becomes very easy with collections, right? So they all only provided me the hint that what is a tree, like they asked me what is a tree and how do you define a tree in C. So I said that I use pointers and I use structures. So then they asked me that what is the replica of structure in Java. I say objects and classes. So, okay, then go for it. And then I got that. Okay, I made a class and I made the object of that class, and using dot operator, I easily checked whether the left is equal to right or not, and accordingly I used a recursive function inside that and uh, passed that easily. But the important thing that I want to say here is, like, the terms like recursion, the terms like tree, what you think is tough actually isn't. These are the basics actually. So if you think that these are something that is beyond the limit, then you need to increase your standards. Okay, they are not going to ask you prime number programs. Never. You do not expect them to ask you palindromes. You need to up your standard. You need to know what these things are, and once you get to know these things, you need to find questions on those topics and practice for solutions on those topic only, and then only you can get through it. So in Amazon, we had 3 rounds of interview, uh, HR and coding combined, and it will include all the subjects that you have read in your 8 semesters. And from this round, because I work in Amazon, I know for a fact that the number of rounds have been increased, the number of sections have been increased. Earlier we used to get 3 or 4 sections in the first coding round, but now the next batch is going to get 9 sections in coding round. So if you are aiming for Amazon, get prepared, prepare for it. Yeah.
Okay. So the journey is really tough, but we have to face that with proper challenge. तो ये सारा चीज हमको सीखने को मिला. तो टुवर्ड्स द एंड मैं आपको एक मैसेज पूछना चाहूंगा कि जो अभी बिगिनर्स हैं, जो अभी आज के डेट में स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं या फिर कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के बारे में उनको पता चला, तो वो कैसे शुरू करें, कहाँ से शुरू करें, और मतलब एक अच्छा सक्सेस उनको कैसे मिलेगा लॉन्ग रन में?
First step is believe in yourself. Okay. Don't see around that how much the other guy is capable of doing. Always trust your instincts. If you are new to coding, then तब तो सब चीज अच्छा ही है ना, क्योंकि तुमको कुछ नहीं पता है. तो it is always a new day for you. So go for a tutorial or online video. I strongly recommend that do not go for any outside coaching centers. You will get confused, you will get disheartened, and you will lose a lot of money. Do not go there. Invest your time in yourself. अपने को खुद के लिए खुद को टाइम दो. वर्क करो अपने बेसिक्स पे, एंड कैसे तुम अपने आप को सुधार सकते हो. प्रैक्टिस इज द की. If you read even a single concept, practice it. You have a laptop, do not use it for watching movies only. Okay, watch movies, play games, watch everything that you want to do, but तुमको अपने आप में ऑनेस्ट रहना है कि तुमको कितना घंटा कोडिंग को देना है. And don't just write programs. Always go for better solutions. If you go for a solution, discuss it with others. See, like, hey, I came up with this solution, what do you think? If you have some problem in mind, like, okay, I think this, like, develop your own problem. Whenever you read a concept, develop your own problems. Like, ऐसा ऐसा मेरे को लग रहा है, तो इसको अगर हम प्रोग्रामेटिकली सोचे तो इसका आंसर क्या हो सकता है, right? Like, uh, in uh, in second semester itself, where I thought of I didn't think of a question, but there was a question someone asked me. Like, there were 100 people, or the one with knife, and he kills the person. They were standing in a circle. The one person kills the person in front of him, in front of him, and passes the knife to the person, to the second person in the row. Like,
Okay.
so if this cycle continues, then which will be the last person standing alive? So this was the question. So it it amazed me, like, how can I do it in program? So I took help of some resources, and he helped me, and finally I got to know the answer. It was the 74th person which will be alive standing. So, like, if you have a problem, go for a solution, go for a programmatic solution. I would suggest, and keep practicing, invest your time more. uh, Open your laptop, sit anywhere in Skylab or IoT lab or wherever you want to be, grab a burger, cold drink, and just code. There isn't any shortcut for coding. You need to invest your time in laptop. Yeah, and don't be afraid. uh, you might fail for 10 times, 20 times, but the next time you will obviously win. Don't compare yourself with other. Don't be proud on what you do. Be honest to yourself and keep learning. That's what I want to say.
ओके, सो थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे। बहुत अच्छा आपने इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर किया और प्रैक्टिकल जो कि हम रिलेट कर सकते हैं, ऐसा हाइपोथेटिकल कुछ नहीं कि पूरा हवा में बात कर रहे हैं। प्रैक्टिकल जो आपने किया है और आज के डेट में हम सभी लोग फॉलो कर सकते हैं, और उम्मीद रखते हैं कि आप फ्यूचर में भी हम सभी के साथ ऐसे इंटरेक्शन के जरिए से शेयर करते रहेंगे नॉलेज। सो इसी के साथ मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा आपको। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you for inviting me, and I wish a lot of luck to your placements and all the juniors who are listening to this. तुम लोग बस मेहनत करते रहो, और कुछ भी चीज़ मुश्किल नहीं होता है, तुम लोग कर सकते हो। बस बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ। थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। या